frame acting as the 10th frame, which means you have the possibility of throwing 3 strikes. Max score is a 150. A little different here in that both will bowl one lane and then move on to the next lane and move on to the next one. So we'll begin with the Shark, and Bill O'Neill will go first. Take a look now at the Bear breakdown of 2 of the young guns of the PBA. 28-year-old Bill O'Neill, 2 tour titles, both of them coming this season. 26-year-old Rhino Page, 3rd year on the tour, 3 titles.
Okay if I go now? Okay.
So O'Neill will begin on the Shark oil pattern. Yeah, late drop to the 7.
Hey Rob, did you mention it's only 5 frames? 5th frame's like a 10th frame.
Then over it.
Max score 150.
Covered it.
Check this out. Speaking of covered it, how about the 4-pin just kind of covering the 7 for first frame strike for O'Neill.
So Billy O takes a seat. Rhino 7th on the earnings list this past season, had the 13th highest average on the tour, finished 6th in the Player of the Year points list. Left
I really
target.
don't like this lane today.
Well, he's flagged the head pin the last 2 shots on that lane. And right now, Rhino Page would like nothing better than to get off the Shark oil pattern.
That was close.
How about 2nd in earnings for Rhino in the 08-09 season? $100,000 of the almost $200,000 he made came courtesy of a perfect 300 game bowled in Japan.
On television. Good pickup by Page there. He's had some interesting spare conversions today.
I felt like that was a double.
Page takes a seat. He'll watch O'Neill as O'Neill slides 1 lane right. He'll roll on the Chameleon now. This, the oil pattern that earned him his first ever PBA Tour victory. And he drops all 10 there.
Kid's got a lot of game, Rob.
Good shot.
Just great form, swing, and hand. Tremendous forward roll. He can tilt it. He can do pretty much anything he wants to the bowling ball, and he's gotten a lot smarter. He's really learned a lot in the last 3 years out here.
If you wanted to be a nitpicker on the season that Bill O'Neill had, and you've got to be a nitpicker to do it, it's that his scores or his results of the roller coaster variety at times. It was kind of home runs or a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, he was a lot more up and down this season than he was last season.
So matching strike there by Page in the 2nd of this 5-frame final. Shark is done. Chameleon is done. They shift over to the Viper. O'Neill, number 2 in earnings, number 2 in the PBA Tour point ranking list. Tied for first with Walter Ray Williams Jr. on the Player of the Year points list. But the tiebreaker went to Walter Ray Williams Jr. on the Viper to begin the 3rd.
Shot.
Yes, it was.
Shot.
Boy, he wanted that one too. Massive ring in 10. Rob, getting back to his season, I think it's a lot easier on you mentally when you go through the roller coaster, but when you do make the shows, you end up winning. Much more rewarding than, say, making 7, 8 shows in a season and never breaking through, never getting to the winner's circle. I think that's tougher on you.
Well, it was very big for him to get that title in early September at the Chameleon Championship. He had such a great year the year prior, made a slew of TV shows, but
thumbs today.
he was starting to get to that point where you were questioning if he had what it takes to win on TV. It was just was not bowling, was lost in himself at times on TV, and he got over that hump and then went to the U.S. Open and won it all in Indy. Here's Page. Oof.
Well, you can see right there with his follow-through, he really tried to fight it off to the left, and that's an indication of a pulled shot. Watch this. So he's trying to keep that, and then you see the wave off, and he leaves the 247. Right now, Rhino Page falling behind by 9 if he converts here.